recording.
Alright, I'm the director thing. Okay, I have someone else's book. This is not right. Wait. And my slot if you guys want. What do you guys like think of like the chapter Good Mind? Do you guys like get it like more thoroughly?
Yeah.
Okay. So with the girl with the evil spirit, like would you be nervous? Like thinking people were like, does she have an evil spirit because she's dehydrated? Would you like be more nervous on your way there? When she's like yelling fire. The girl who's yelling fire.
Well, I'd probably be more like I'd fear more because you never know if, like, most of the time she was like crying wolf basically.
Yeah.
But you never know, like in that situation, sometimes like she could be just like saying that because she's delusional, and then another time she could say it and then it could actually be happening. So you can't like doubt her, but you can't like believe her at the same time.
Yeah, that's true, but like when they looked up they saw nothing.
I know, but then the last time they did.
Oh yeah.
I would be scared. Like if somebody was yelling like tornado, I would be scared. Like, cause like you never know. And if you were in a box locked,
With like
what would
doors
you
on the
do?
window.
And everybody is crammed in there, what would you do?
Yeah, and like the fact that she like got dehydrated the first time because of like she was on fire because she was dehydrated, like that could happen to you because you were dehydrated.
I felt bad for a kid.
That's what I was
And
saying.
it was like-
Yeah, and he was like,
Instead of like thinking of how like the people would feel, how would you feel if you were like the kid?
Yeah.
yeah,
Like if that was your parent.
when you depended on your parent like your whole life and
And she was just breaking right in front of your eyes. And you could see that.
Okay. So
Yeah. I did a summary of the chapter, and I was just saying how Eli and his family got deported to Auschwitz, and how they got separated, and they thought they were going to die, and Eli lost his faith, and he lost his family that day. He lost a lot of things in the span of like an hour or so,
everything happened so quickly.
and like he lost his innocence when he saw his babies being thrown into the fire and everything.
Especially for like a 15-year-old to go through like so much in like an hour, like
I know, we are like the same age as him, and I don't think
I could not. I feel like
Yeah.
convinced suicide.
He was thinking about suicide,
Yeah.
and that's
Not into the
against
background.
his religion.
Mhm.
That's why he lost his.
What do you think about the chapter?
I think it was, like you said, that when he saw that baby, it opened up a lot of things that he probably didn't think he would ever see. And I don't think he really understood it, but he saw it.
Yeah, like what she said, like on page 34, he's talking about what he's not gonna forget. Like, never shall I forget the night, first night
Oh.
camp.
Yeah.
And he's talking about all these things that he's seen in just the first night of camp, and that he's not gonna forget these, and he's not gonna like be the same anymore.
He was like everything.
Some things I've seen that, like, really changed the person he is, like, seeing, like, how he was gonna react to that.
Yeah, and he didn't think that one prayer thing was gonna work. Like, why should we? He said like,
Why should we pray to him if he's not going to?
yeah, why are we praying to him because, or if he's not gonna do anything for us?
That's where I thought
Like, what is there to thank him for?
like he had finally like broken. Like he was going like good through the rest of this. Like he got through the rest of this, and then when somebody started saying that prayer, he was
Yeah,
done.
because he said he never heard somebody say their own yet.
Yeah, but then he said it again.
Yeah, he
said it.
whispered it to himself.
So like it really shows his character of how like he's such a like respectful person.
Delusional.
Yeah.
Keep strong.
Yeah.
Okay. Would you separate from your parents?
if I was like by myself, like say my mom hadn't made it, and I was the only one in my family, like I'd be really scared because I wouldn't have anybody there. I wouldn't know anybody unless there was like family friends that I could go with. But either way, I would still be like really scared because all children, they usually depend on their parents. They want them to like teach them, and if you don't have one, then you're kind of like lost.
And then how his dad told him that all the kids his age went with their parents, even if they were guys. I would have honestly stayed with my dad if there was 3 girls.
Yeah.
But then you would have thought you want to stay with the mom because you were like the only boy and you would want to take care of them. But I couldn't really stay with
Like, you know, like how your dad's more overprotective
Yeah.
than like a mom, and like since we're all girls, we'd be like I'm more attached to my mom and my dad because we have like more personal stuff. But like my dad would be like more protective over it, and also I'd be like confused which way to do.
Yeah, if I was in his position, I'd probably stay with the dad because there's no one else to look after him. He's the only one.
I don't know. If it was just like, if my grandma wasn't there and it was just me and my brothers, I would be the only girl. And I don't think I would separate from my brothers. You know? And like, I don't know. If I had the, like, if I was in this position, I don't know if I would have said I was 18.
Yeah, that's one of my other questions, but I'm gonna let. Do any of you guys want to know?
I'll go. I have 2. I'm the illustrator, but I have 2 because I thought there were 2 important events in this. So I drew Eli and his dad holding hands when they were walking.
Oh yeah.
And the quote was, "There was no time to think, and I already felt my father's hand pressed against mine. We were alone." And I thought this was important because despite Eli being like 15, and then like through all these hardships, he still wants to hold his father's hand because that makes him feel safe and secure. And it shows that he looks up to his father, and he thinks that they're both alone because they don't have the rest of his family, so they're not whole. And then the other part was I drew a picture of the fire that they were supposed to go to, but then they went to the barracks instead. And the quote was, "There, I was face to face with the angel of death. No, 2 steps from the pit, we were ordered to turn left and headed into the barracks." And I chose this being important because like the guards said they were going to be furnished in the crematoria or whatever that is. Yeah, like when Eli was counting down the steps of how much closer they were getting to the pit, and 2 steps away they turned and they went to a barrack instead of to the fire.
Yeah.
So I think that like gave them another last look at hope. Instead of being killed, they were being housed.
Yeah, but like, imagine how many people would have committed suicide before, like saying, "Oh, I'm going to the crematorium. I might as well commit suicide." Like, how many people would do that? Like, would you like have hope in yourself, or would you just commit suicide at the beginning?
Like for me, it'd depend. Like I wouldn't want to like commit suicide if I didn't know like the full thing.
Yeah.
Like I'd probably think about it, and if I saw people actually being put in there, then I probably would like, I don't know, I'd probably like think more of it, but like you just never know. Like the book, it gives an example about that. You never know what actually is going to happen until it happens.
Yeah, because he would commit suicide, but he was a survivor.
I would have just fought back, like before I committed suicide.
They would have probably got shot, they'd go.
Yeah, but I would try to like try something. Because
I'm
many
trying.
people just went in, because many people just went in there all fear, like with fear. And of course, I understand that, but like I would fight back and at least like try something.
I think
and at least
if you're actually there, you wouldn't do that. Like, if you were actually
you-
in the
In the
at that
situation.
time, you would probably not do that. I'm
Or-
guessing.
You would probably be like stuck to the rules. You would want to do
Yeah.
everything
I
they
feel
say.
one of those people who's like silently cursing, like Nazis, but I'd be super angry whenever I'm faced into a like hard situation like dying in a crematorium.
I would like
Run into
offer
a
to work
barbed
for
wire.
them or something.
No, I wouldn't do that. I'd probably stay quiet because I know when I get angry,
Or
I'm
just
very
listen to
quiet.
everything.
I'd listen to everything,
Yeah, that
and I'm very observant. Like whenever I'm angry, and I like to listen to what everybody's saying. I'd probably be that person.
But how he was like thought he was gonna go to the crematorium, and he kept on saying he was gonna run into the barbed wire and like die like better, like 'cause like he said he didn't want to die of some painful death in the flames. Like then he never did that. Like that shows like he was too scared too, and I wouldn't do it 'cause I would be too scared to run into a barbed wire. Like it's like my choice, but I would be too scared.
Yeah, it's like your mind is telling you to do it, but your body won't let you.
Yeah.
It's like you want to, and it's better to do that than be extinguished in the flames, but your body just won't let you do it.
And did he know for sure whether or not he would actually die run into it? Because many people nowadays
So
run
it was
into it.
I'm pretty sure
It
you
was
would.
electric. It was electric.
It was
That's
it
how
was
a lot
strong
of
enough to kill them if they ever tried to escape.
Yeah.
That's why they had it.
There's some people nowadays that, like, you know,
Yeah, that's today, but they're more like violent.
And how like the guy that left their village first, how he was like in charge of throwing the bodies into the crematorium. I don't know if I would feel good if I would feel like terrible if I had to throw my dad in there, but I'd feel better that he wasn't like suffering kind of. But still, like, if you did survive, you'd feel terrible. Just like you would have died. I didn't think they were gonna go into the crematorium because he was in good health.
Yeah, they
And like, so I was kind of iffy on if they would, because it's not like he was like, oh, like the guard wasn't like told him to go that way or whatever.
Yeah, I was kind of confused on that because I was like,
Yeah.
they were in good health and they were in the right age.
And they
Age.
could have farmed. Like
Yeah.
there was spots open for farming, and I knew like something was gonna happen.
Yeah, I thought they were either gonna go to
Yeah.
Victoria.
Or they're gonna get sent to the
I thought-
doctor's
I was
place.
thinking-
I thought they were gonna go like to the crematorium to like work.
Mhm.
Yeah, I thought it was the doctor's place.
I thought that the women and children were gonna go to the crematorium because he said this is the last time I saw my mother and my sisters, and the women and the children being thrown into the pit. So.
Yeah. On page 34, it said the barrack we had been assigned to was very long. On the roof of few bluish skylights. I thought this is what the antechamber of hell must look like. Like, what would you think, like, if you saw your barrack? Like, what would you be like? I would,
A barrack is where they sleep, isn't it?
yeah, I would be scared.
I want to be by my father.
Yeah.
But I don't think they give you like a choice because you would.
Yeah.
But even if you were to follow, you'd be like 3 or 4 other guys.
Yeah.
They know.
They said like 8
They were
to
stacked on
8,
top of
yeah.
each other.
And you didn't have any idea who they were.
And
you
there-
barely had clothes on. So
And there were so many diseases going on that like
Stinking
Even if-
and sweaty and
yeah,
smelly.
and you could have gotten any disease from just sleeping with somebody.
Yeah.
So that would really scare me, and I don't like being close to people.
Especially sleeping.
Yeah.
But like being like how Mrs. Bonner said, there was like basically wooden sheds. So you have to know like there'd probably be like rats or mice out there if you would think about it, because outside like it's not like the security of home, and even some homes like the school, it's like it doesn't really it's not like it's planned, it just happens. And like how you were reading 134, after that of like so many crazed men, so much shouting and much brutality. It's like I'd be scared to be in that with all those, like, and you could have like a crazy man like sleeping right next to you, and you never know what's gonna happen and what they're gonna do.
yeah,
I might snap and kill everybody.
Yeah. So I was thinking,